starting lineup for the visiting Rivers FC. Number 1 in goal, Jason Gardner. Defender number 2, Hagan Kim.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Cloverdale Athletic Park in soggy Surrey for a Sunday afternoon second game of our League 1BC double-header as the home side Unity take on the visiting Rivers FC from Kamloops. I'm your match commentator Michael McCall, and I'll have the call for you all afternoon on this one. Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us, whether you're watching it live or if you're watching this on demand. Thank you for watching and supporting League 1BC. We'll get straight into the starting lineups for the visiting Rivers. In goal, wearing the number 30, is Jackson Gardner. The rest we will give you in numerical order. Number 2 is Hagan Kim. Number 5, Elijah DeSantis. Number 6, Zach Hamedi. Number 7, Dylan Hooper. Number 11, Robert Woodruff Brown. Number 12, Jonathan Rinaldi. Number 16, Ian Ferguson. Number 17, Will Cowney. Number 19, Marcus DeAndrea. And number 21, Dejan Vucevic. For Unity, led by head coach Mike Sheeran. In goal is number 1, David Hicks. Number 2, making his first appearance of the season, Devin Chisco. Number 5, Adam Hajeki. Number 6, Joey Seal. Number 7, Joel Badger. Number 11, Victory Shambusho. Number 9, Mihai Hodut. Number 12, Patrick Izzet. Number 12, Jordan Lowe. Number 25, Somalia Savani. And number 27 is Kieran Eve. The man in the middle for this one is, once it loads back up again, if you just bear with me.
Defender number 25.
Man in the middle for this one is referee Stephen Lebrechthuizen. First assistant referee is Liam Abreu. Second assistant referee Young Bahadur Kandola. And the fourth official is Oscar Weisel.
Assistant coach Steph Leslie. Assistant coach Rahid Rahim.
Rivers head coach John Antelov, going with a team that has been with him for most of the season. 7 players making their 5th appearance of the season for the visiting Rivers side, and it's Rivers that will get the action underway, shooting from right to left in this first half in the orange jerseys with the blue stripes. Unity in the all-white kit with the pink kind of borders and frontage, going from left to right. And we should be in for a fantastic afternoon of action in the men's division. This is a battle between Unity in 5th, Rivers in 6th, and right away, Unity on the attack and trying to force something, but Rivers standing tall. Both these teams currently sitting on 4 points, 1 win, 1 draw and 2 defeats on the season. 6 goals for Unity, 7 goals against. Just the 1 goal for, though, for Rivers, 4 goals against. So whereas they have been fairly decent defensively, 2 clean sheets in the season, goals have been hard to come by. Hagon Kim, the only player to score for Rivers, that in the first game of the season, where they had a very big wind advantage of that one out at Hillside Stadium in Kamloops. For Unity, 4 different goal scorers. Patrick Izzet, Victory Shambusho leading the goal scoring ranks with them with 2 goals apiece. Victory Shambusho also has an assist for this season. He is the points leader for the Surrey side. The 4 previous meetings between these 2 teams have seen Unity 1-3 and draw the 1 game, 11 goals for, 1 goal against. So previous 4 encounters, Rivers have struggled to score, and they are struggling to score this season, and that is the task facing John Antelov's side this afternoon out here in Cloverdale. League 1BC would like to acknowledge the following league partners: CIBC, Gatorade, the Cruyff Institute, Derby Star, Macron, Vibrant Performance, the Canadian Premier League, One Soccer and BC Soccer. And Unity on the front foot early as Hodut sends a low one into the box. Easily dealt with though by Jackson Gardner in the Rivers goal. Gardner making his 4th appearance of the season. His opposite number, David Hicks, played every minute of every game so far for Unity between the sticks. This is a chance now for Dylan Hooper to try and bring this down. It's no chances taken there by Hodut, and Rivers are going to get a throw in midway in the Unity half here. D'Andrea with the ball in his hands for this. He impressed me last weekend in Rivers' 2-0 loss away to the Whitecaps. Had to call for that on the League One YouTube channel, and nearly nipping in there was Patrick Izzet. Elijah DeSantis just taking far too long on the ball there, and Izzet, who we've seen how dangerous he can be over the years, played for the Whitecaps, won a League 1BC championship with the Whitecaps last year. Plays his college football with Thompson Rivers Wolfpack and playing for Rivers this year. As here go the Kamloops side. Hamedi out to D'Andrea. He's looking for some movement. Gets a nice run there from Rinaldi, but it's well read and cut out by Unity. Shambusho bring the captain's armband back, playing a deeper role to start this one. He can't keep that ball in, and we're going to get the first corner of the afternoon, or is it going to be a throw-in? It is a throw-in. Can't see for the tent, but it is a throw-in. Quickly taken. Hooper forced back though by Shambusho as the heavens, it's been a wet afternoon, but the heavens have started to open up again, and it's coming down a lot heavier than it was when the teams were warming up. This pitch has taken in a lot of water this weekend, and especially today as well, so it's going to be very slick, slippery conditions out there. Mentioned it in the women's game that we had earlier, that it's going to be testing conditions for both goalkeepers. The kind of games you want to just ping shots in from anywhere. Try and see if the keepers are going to make a mistake and spill the ball. Two very experienced men though between the goals this afternoon for both these sides. Vujovic forced to play this one back, and Rivers will now switch it out to the left. Again, the pressing play from Unity, forcing them back, not any space at all for them to get something going. Now Unity win the ball back, and maybe they can get something going themselves. I'm expecting a very tight game between these two teams. Defences, I feel, might be on top. D'Andrea tries to get that one up to Hooper. Hodut with a tackle, and Rivers get themselves a throw in midway in their own half. D'Andrea looking for some movement. He gets the ball back, but is forced back under Joey Sale's attention. Ferguson forced to play that along his back line to his centre-back partner, DeSantis. Nice chip forward there though by Woodruff Brown. And skipping away up the wing there was Dejan Vujovic, but couldn't skip past and keep that one in. That's just going to run behind. Savani. Unity moving the ball very well. Chance here for Jordan Lowe. He's closed down by DeSantis. Plays the ball back to Badger. And good movement by Unity. Chesko brings a lot of experience to this Unity side. 4 seasons, in fact, under his belt. Only 3 in which he has played matches though in NCAA. Devin Chesko making his first appearance of the season. transferred for the 2023 college season to St. Francis University Red Flash in Pennsylvania. Didn't actually play for them in that season, but has a couple of other seasons under his belt. That's a good delivery, and it's forcing Jackson right under his crossbar to tip that one away. Patty is fancying the Olympico there, and definitely forcing Gardner into a bit of a scramble. I've watched Patty play for so many years now as he came through the Whitecaps Academy, time at UBC, Thomson Rivers, and in League One. He has got great set-piece delivery and one hell of a shot on him as well. He's going to come over to this side now for the corner. This time it's an outswinger, headed on towards goal there by Adam Hajeki, but no trouble at all for Jackson Gardner in the Rivers goal. Gardner returning to League 1BC this season after a stint down in Australia. Had a spell a couple of clubs down there. Glenorachy Knights in Tasmania before moving to Northeastern Metrostars in Adelaide. He's come back to League 1BC looking to try and secure his next pro deal, and 6'1" keeper. Such a talented goalkeeper and a talented prospect. Another player that has played for Thomson Rivers Wolfpack in the past. You feel he might be a busy man in the first half here. The way that Unity have started this one, very much on the front foot, taking the game to the visitors. We'll see which team has got the appetite for being out there in these conditions. Really love the kits that Unity have brought out, wearing their home white and pink ones. They've got the black and pink as well, which for me are even more striking. As Shambusho tries to get his way through two players there, looking for the free kick, but good tackles in the end there by Zach Hamedi. Mike Sheeran won't be happy with where his side are sitting in the standings just now. They've had a tough start to the season. They head to Swangard this coming Friday for another tough game against TSS Rovers. Rovers top of the table after their 0-0 draw with Burnaby at Burnaby Lake on Friday evening. An equally soggy day there. I was out for that one. No goals, but plenty of goal-mouth action, with TSS playing from the 38th minute with 10 men after last year's Golden Boot winner Masood Habibullah got sent off for a second yellow. So he'll be missing that encounter on Friday, and Unity will be hoping they can head in against the league leaders on the back of a win here this afternoon. That would very much put them back in the mix at the top of the League One standings. Remember, you can get all the information on the standings, all the stats, scores and scorers on the League 1BC website, league1bc.ca, or download the League One Canada app, available on Android and Apple stores. You can get all the information from League 1BC and League One Ontario. And if you want to get in touch with us during this broadcast, you can do so on the YouTube stream. Just leave a message in the chat, or if you're watching this on your TVs, you can also get in touch on Twitter at AFTN Canada. As Unity push once again. Kim forced to play that one back to DeSantis, but he gets it now and he's got a chance to bring this up the right wing. Not a lot of options for him to go for there. Woodruff Brown under very close attention from Adam Hajeki. And Rivers will just build this one out from the back. Seal gives it back to Hodu. Force back under the attention there of Hamidi. Savan will now play this one forward. Somalia Savan made the switch from altitude, where he's played the first couple of League 1BC seasons. This is it. Plays that through, and going down in the box there was Joel Badger looking for the penalty. I'd like to see that one back. Weren't loud appeals there, but definitely seemed like there might have been a little nudge. Now I think he went down quite easily in the end there. So I just watched that one back in the TV that we've got in the clubhouse here. Isacon 7 taking the action in on YouTube. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, and thank you for spending your Sunday watching and supporting League 1BC as Unity still on the front foot here. Get a really good set piece opportunity, and we know, I was just speaking earlier about Patty Izzet's fantastic foot and set piece delivery. This will be right up his alley. Might just be a little bit too far from him, but I've certainly seen him score a few screamers in his time, because he had one of the goals of the 2023 season where he scored from just inside the Whitecaps half. Sorry, just inside the TSS half for the Whitecaps in a stunning 1-1 draw at Swangard last year. Not sure if he's going to go for goal here or try and chip this into the box. Joey Sale also standing over this one. It's Sale that's actually going to take it straight into the wall, though. Not a good free kick. A wasted opportunity there for Rivers. He was going to be optimistic to try and go for goal there, no matter who took that one. But if you're going to do it, you have to make sure you at least get it up and over the wall, which Sale unable to do there. First quarter of an hour gone here at Cloverdale, still scoreless. It's Unity that's made the majority of the running. It's Rivers happy just to sit back, soak up the pressure, try and hit on the counter, which they've not had a lot of opportunities to do, it has to be said. Ajiki forced wide by Hamidi, still gets it forward. Nice little flick on attempt there by Hooper, but that's just going to run out and give Unity another throw in midway in their own half. Savan's attempted pass up, well blocked and brought down there by Rinaldi. But as the ball went out to his teammate, not able to keep hold of it, but they win it back here, and here is Hamidi. Tries to thread that through to Hooper, very well read though by Hodu. And now Eve will try and bring this one out. Rinaldi forces him back, and then Chesko will just send that up into the Rivers half. River will pick it up and recycle it out from the back. Nice chip forward there by Ferguson, and a heavy challenge there, and the referee straight out with a yellow card. Clumsy one there from Robert Woodruff Brown, and Joey Sale certainly went down in a big heap. These conditions are certainly going to make for bad tackles, and when you see that back, I'm not sure it was necessarily a yellow card there. Certainly a heavy challenge. First of the afternoon from Woodruff Brown, but he picks up the yellow card in the 17th minute. The Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan native, going in the book early, and he's going to have to watch himself now for the rest of this one.
Awarded to number 11, Robert Woodruff Brown, in the 17th minute.
Because what I class as a bookable offence and what the referees do are often very different. I do love a hard challenge, if you've listened to my previous broadcasts. think the yell from Sale there probably went a little bit in his favour. Savan now, long ball forward over the head of Isaac through everyone, and that will just run through to Jackson Gardner. Thanks to Tyler, who is enjoying the feed as well. Hope you are, wherever you are watching this, around BC, Canada, or wherever in the world you are watching. We've had people tuning in from the UK, Asia, elsewhere in Europe as well over the season. D'Andrea forced back, and Shambusho so good at hurrying defenders and forcing them back, forcing them into mistakes. Shambusho Shug getting a little bit tugged there, but Rivers get away with it. Ball comes back for Shambusho. Flag up though by the near side assistant referee. Yes. Victory Shambusho looking as confused as I was there as to how he was offside with that one, but Ian Ferguson had won the ball anyway, and he just gets quickly on with the free kick. Ferguson, long ball forward off the shoulder of Hooper, try to get it over Hodut, but Hodut recovers well. Eve threads that one through to, is it? It's forced wide, he's got Shambusho up in support. Nice little ball outside to Victory Shambusho. Into the box, looks to send that across goal, but that was well blocked there by D'Andrea. And Rivers also get a free kick for their efforts as well, but good movement there between Izzet and Shambusho. And Rivers will try and slow this one down. It's been mostly unity through the first 20 minutes here. What do Rivers have in their tank after their long journey west for this game? Of course, every away game for Rivers is a long journey west. Rivers will be featuring in 3 of the next 4 games of the week on L1BC. That runs through off Kim into the path of unity, and the shot coming in there from Devon Chesko, well held by Jackson Gardner. Next weekend's game of the week goes on Sunday as Altitude hosts Burnaby FC out at Kinsman Field. The following Saturday, the 8th of June, if I get my dates right, it's going to be our first visit of the season to the Burnaby Lake Sports Complex as Burnaby FC host Rivers. Then the following weekend we'll be through in Kamloops on the 16th for Rivers' home game as well. So a lot of Rivers coming up on L1BC's YouTube channel. Is it? Threads that through perfectly there and brought down in the box is Joel Badger, and this time there's no mistake as that's going to be a penalty and a yellow card out for Gardner as well. I mean, he's maybe a little bit lucky he doesn't get a red there, because that, I think, could go down as denying a goal-scoring opportunity on Joel Badger. Is it played the ball through perfectly to the midfielder from Coquitlam, and he was rounding Gardner, poised to put that in the back of the net. But instead it brings up a penalty here for Unity as we are at the midway point of the first half. And it is joint leading scorer Patrick Izzet standing over this, looking to try and get his 3rd of the season. Is it versus Gardner? Slow run up by Is it? That's a great save by Jackson Gardner to turn that one away. Is it did not really get a lot of power on that shot at all, and being consoled there by Shambusho. A bit of a lackadaisical kick, really. It was a slow, methodical run up to it, trying to see if he could read in the keeper's eyes. Instead, it was Gardner that read that perfectly and got down to his right to turn that one away, and still scoreless here. Is it though? We'll send that corner, and it's flicked on by Chesko. Falls to Holdut, cleared by Hamedi. D'Andrea with the clearance. Hamedi now on the ball, and Hamedi fouled in the back there by Izzet. And Patrick Izzet can't let that one play on his mind. But a fantastic save by Jackson Gardner. You know now why I was saying what a fan I am of him, a good goalkeeping talent. His second season in League One, did play the inaugural 2022 campaign with Rivers. Thomson Rivers Wolfpack alumni, 66 appearances and 20 clean sheets for the Wolfpack, as he's now looking to try and make his name and way in the pro ranks. Saves like that will certainly get added to his highlight reel, as Unity now keep pressing. They're not wanting to let that be a decisive moment of this game. D'Andrea. So away, you can see what I can see, which is not a lot down in that particular part of the pitch, but it's Unity now with a chance on the other side. Badger, sliding tackle, wins that ball back. Now Unity's got a chance to break. That's just overhit, runs beyond the outstretched Jordan Lowe. Now it's a chance here for Rivers to get something going. Hooper, that's a loose one from the midfielder, and now Unity will get something going. Here is Lowe. Is it in front of him, who takes the ball, and a very good tackle coming in there from Rinaldi, the Rivers captain. Unity will just build out off the back and try and get something going up the right side. Rivers keeper Kelsey Fisher watching the stream and saying big save. She had a few good saves herself this afternoon as Rivers went down to a 2-0 defeat in the women's match against Unity. Can the men's side at least grab something from this latest in the long trips? 4 away games in a row for Rivers, which that's a lot of travelling for these players. Chesko gets into the box, hits the byline, sends it across goal, and it's tipped over. Another fantastic save there from Jackson Gardner. He's having a terrific afternoon out there. Patrick Izzet will be over to take this one on the far side yet again. He's already had a couple of good deliveries, one right on top of Gardner that he had to punch away from under his crossbar. This time they go for the shorter one. Izzet sends it in. Big clearance there from DeSantis. Only comes out to hold it on the edge of the box. Badger avoids the tackle from Hooper very well. Cuts it back to Holdut. He'll send this one into the box. Outstretched leg there. Clearing the danger for now by D'Andrea. Unity though will launch it now up the other wing. Chesko, diagonal ball into the box to no one in particular, and that's just going to run through to Gardner, and he'll slow things down and see his side regroup. Been a very entertaining first 28 minutes here. Hope you're enjoying the action wherever you are watching this one. Fast-paced game, is it? Slots this one inside. Eve plays it out to Shambusho. Shambusho with a shot, and again, Gardner coming up with a big save. We don't have stats for the saves as to how many there's been, but I mean, that already feels like you're talking about save 6 or 7 for Jackson Gardner. Rinaldi does well under the pressure to get that out to the wing. Can Rivers get something going? No. They're just really struggling with their final third play here. They're not getting any telling passes in, and Unity are looking very comfortable at the back right now. Rivers have enjoyed a little bit more of the ball in the last few minutes, but they're just not able to find that penetration. As here comes Unity again, Rivers. Holding firm at the back. Badger trying to get past Kim. Kim hits that off the winger, and a chance maybe now for Rivers to get something going, but seem a little bit loath to attack. And you can see why they've only got 1 goal through their first 4 games, because don't seem to be clicking up front or don't have the impetus to really push hard. Been blanked in 3 of their matches so far. Have kept 2 clean sheets though, which has got points on the board. If they can just find some kind of attacking spark, then they're certainly going to put themselves in the playoff mix, but without that, it feels like it could be a bit of a long season for this Riverside. Hamedi lets that one run under him. It's played now through to, is it? Rinaldi though recovers well to take it away from his number 12 counterpart. Whether Rivers are going to be maybe a little bit more attack-minded in their home games, I guess we'll see as the rest of the season plays out. As I mentioned, 4 straight away games for them here. Hold it now. He is forced to play that back, and Hajeki will just recycle it out of the back with Savan. Kearney plays that one out to Badger. He's got a few options in the middle, and nearly runs through to, is it a big boot on that from DeSantis, clears it. Seo though picks up the loose ball. He's got Holdit to his outside. He finds Holdit. Holdit dances past one, dances past a second. Plays that just a little bit too far. That's just going to run away there from Low. Unity keeping it alive. Another shot in and goal, this time from Devon Chesko, and that's easily dealt with by Jackson Gardner. Rivers have been away to Harbourside, then Altitude, then the Whitecaps, now Unity. So at least the closest of those 4 games is this afternoon for them, albeit not by that much. Mentioned at the top, Unity have failed to win. Rivers have failed to win against Unity in their 4 previous meetings, and Rivers only managed to find 1 goal in those 4 meetings as well, which was enough to earn them a point. And here go Unity again. Mihai Hodut sends it into the back post. DeSantis with a big stretch to turn that away. Comes back to Hodut. Gets into the box, sends it in again to the 6-yard box, and DeSantis is again there with a big boot to clear the danger. Unity really starting to turn the heat up now as we move past the half-hour mark here at Cloverdale. Hooper now for Rivers. Kim, long diagonal, looking for Hooper, just way overhits that one, and that is going to run out.
Brews in our brew zone. A special announcement for today's match: everyone 19 plus is a VIP today. The Coca-Cola Fan Deck VIP area is open to any and all fans age 19 plus.
Savan now bringing this out for Unity. Savan from the Ivory Coast, as I mentioned, 2 seasons in League One, as he moved up just in time there. As Will Cowney thought he was potentially in. But the offside flag on the far side goes up. And here is Savan playing it across, and it's won well there by Hooper. Rivers have got numbers committed forward here. Hooper hits the byline, cuts it across, and that was a great chance there. Will Cowney sliding in, and it's just taken off his foot there, and the closest Rivers have come to breaking the deadlock. But here go Unity at the other side, and is it breaking forward? It's got Shambusho in the middle, can't find him again. DeSantis there with the big block, and Badger runs in this time, falling over and just runs it past. End-to-end stuff here at Cloverdale, but that chance there for Cowney was the closest Rivers have come to breaking the deadlock here. Been a good spell the last couple of minutes for the visitors. Apologies, it was Woodruff Brown. I thought it was the 17, it was a number 11. I complained last week about these Rivers numbers, I'll complain again, but it was Woodruff Brown going in that was just inches away from putting that one away. And here goes Hooper chasing that down. In on goal, he gets to the loose ball as well. Oh, and he just stumbles over it, and that's going to allow David Hicks. Hicks was in 2 minds whether to go towards Hooper or not, stood his ground, and it proved correct as Hooper just trips over the ball and allows Hicks to collect that one. But this is a good spell here from Rivers. But here go Unity at the other end, dancing through his Badger yet again. He has been very lively in the first half for the home side. We move into the last 10 minutes of the first half here. Woodruff Brown inside to Rinaldi. D'Andrea plays that out to Hooper, is making the overlapping run. And he gets the ball back as well. Good play there by D'Andrea. Little back heel looking to try and play in Hooper, but comes off the Unity player. Rivers will have a throw in deep here in the Unity half. That's good play by Woodruff Brown. He also stumbles over the ball, gets the shot in though, and Hicks forced into the save. Didn't really get a lot of power on it. Power was taken off a little bit there. Woodruff Brown, a big presence up front for Rivers, coming off a good rookie season with Saskatchewan Huskies in Canada West. 2 goals scored in the 8 games that he played, including a goal on his debut. Almost putting Rivers ahead here a few minutes ago. If you're just joining us, still goalless here at Cloverdale. Unity missing a 23rd minute penalty, a fantastic save from Jackson Gardner. Always feel harsh saying they missed one when the keepers put in a very good save like that. Rivers looking a lot more comfortable now out there in the conditions, starting to find their groove and move the ball about. Hooper's been involved in a lot for the visiting side. And he tries to send that one up the ring, and it went through there to Woodruff Brown, but foul in the process there on Adam Hajeki, and that's going to bring up a free kick for Unity midway in their half. Hajeki looking to try and get onto it quickly. Pass wasn't on, so he'll just slow things down here. Eve does well to turn away from the challenges there. Sprays it out to the right to Shambusho. High foot from Shambusho, and then a little arm as well into the face of D'Andrea. Shambusho can't believe it, but he was lucky he didn't get called back for the high boot to start with. Never mind the arm to the face there. D'Andrea no worse for wear though. Marcus D'Andrea spent a little bit of time in the Whitecaps Academy. Made the switch back to the youth game with Burnaby FC, winning a national championship for them last year. And has spent some time over in Italy with Pescara Calcio Academy. So he's got a good ground and a good education in the game. And like I mentioned, I was very impressed by what I saw from D'Andrea last week against the Whitecaps, and he's put another good showing in this afternoon as well. Low, forced back under the attention of Cowney. And that's just a loose one up the wing there from Low, and that just carries out. That's going to give Rivers the ball back just inside their own half, and see what they can do with it. Shambusho still full of running out there, putting Gardner under a bit of pressure, but cool, calm, collective kick out there from the Rivers keeper. Here goes Badger again. He has been a real thorn in this Rivers side in the first half, but important tackle in there from DeSantis, wins the ball back for Rivers, and that's a heavy challenge from Seo. A fair one though on Cowney, says the referee. Here's Holdit. Holdit and D'Andrea has been a very good battle in this first half. Holdit gets the better of it, keeps the ball into the box, and he goes down. It's another penalty. A silly challenge there from Marcus D'Andrea. A push in the back of Mihai Holdit, and he didn't need any invitation to go down there. So good play by Mihai Holdit. We've seen him do it for UBC for the last few years. And that clear-cut penalty all day long, and it brings the second penalty. This time it's Victory Shambusho that's going to be stepping up. Can Jackson Gardner come up with another big save here? Patrick Isaac missed in the 23rd minute from the spot. It was a great save by Gardner. He needs to produce those heroics again. Shambusho steps up, hits it, sends Gardner the wrong way, and Unity have the 1-0 lead in the 43rd minute. Victory Shambusho, his third goal of the season. It's Unity 1, Rivers 0. 2 minutes of the first half remaining, and on the balance of play, it's no less, you've got to say, than Unity deserve.
Unity FC goal in the 43rd minute by number 9, Victory Shambusho.
Shambusho taking the sole lead in the leading scoring race for the Surrey side, taking his tally up to 3 goals now for the season. Shambusho, of course, had a great 2023 campaign in League One. Played 2022 with Varsity, where he got 2 goals and then 7 goals last season as well, just missing out on the Golden Boot. Prolific scorer, of course, Victor Shambushel. We've seen him do it in every single team he's played for, whether it's been Whitecaps, whether it's been at UBC, in the Fraser Valley League with Abbotsford United, where he banged in 22 goals, won the Golden Boot and the Fraser Valley Soccer League Player of the Year as well. And he's put Unity in the lead here. So here in the last 90 seconds of first half regulation, can't imagine there's going to be too much time added on by the referee. 1 minute, in fact, it's going to be. That makes a lot of sense. I think the rain might even have gone off, so everything is coming up good for Unity right now. And here they go again. Jordan Lowe turns, he's got room ahead of him. Plays that up the left wing for Isit to chase down. As he gets onto that, he's got Kim in front of him. Forced back, great delivery into the box there by Isit. On to the head though of Ferguson, who clears it only as far as Lowe tries to chip that back in to Badger. Lowe gets it back now. They're moving it around well on the edge of the box. Isit turns, gets the shot off right in to the breadbasket though of Gardner. And now Rivers will try and bring it out. They don't have a lot of time to try and get back on level terms before the break here. And they have to try and find some kind of offensive spark. 1 goal now through 9 halves of football for Rivers to start this 2024 League One season.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 1 minute of added time.
The confirmation there, minimum of 1 minute of time getting added on as Hodu again up the wing. Won the penalty for that go-ahead goal. Slotted inside to Isit, comes back to Shambushel now. Cuts inside, Victory Shambushel went for the curler. Good block there. And Rivers now maybe get a chance to bring this out. Rinaldi, that little back heel, he had to do well to get onto that one. It's up to Woodruff Brown. He brings this down. He needs a little bit of help and support up there. Does win the free kick, so Rivers are going to get one last opportunity here in the first half to send this one into the box. They're sending their big bodies up as well. Ferguson and DeSantis going up for what he feels probably going to be the last action of this one. And it's going to be Hagon Kim standing over this. Chips it into the box. Not a great idea there from Hagon Kim. It was cleared anyway by Devon Chesko, and the whistle goes for half-time. And it's the home side, Unity, with the 1-0 lead. Victory Shambushel finishing from the spot in the 43rd minute. Patrick Isit had earlier missed a penalty in the 23rd minute, and that's where we stand. It's Unity 1, Rivers 0. Can the Kamloops side come back and stage a second half revival? Tune in 15 minutes time to find out. Go stick the kettle on, grab your biscuit of choice, and we'll be back in 15 minutes. Welcome back to Cloverdale Athletic Park in Surrey. It's the second half of League 1 BC Men's Division Game of the Week as Unity lead Rivers by 1-0. The decisive moment coming in the 43rd minute. Victory Shambusho firing home from the spot after some great work by Mihai Hodutson, brought down in the box. It's Unity that's going to get the second half action underway here. They're shooting from right to left in the second half in the white and pink jerseys. Rivers in their orange and blue kit going from left to right as the action underway. There's been at least one half-time substitution. Tristan Jumeau, the number 10, is on for Rivers.
In the 46th minute.
Think from looking around that has been the only one. Zach Hamidi, the number 6, making way.
Entering the pitch, number 10, Tristan Jumeau.
And in fact, there has also been another substitution as well. Dejan Vujovic, number 21, has gone off as well and coming on at number 25, making his first appearance of the season. A veteran that will be known to many of you that's watched the college game in BC about 10 years ago now. I'm not saying that he's old, but he's played for SFU, he's played for UBC. Justin Wallace wearing the number 25 jersey. And what a strike that was from Joel Badger. Crashes off the bar, beating Jackson Gardner, all ends up there. Keeping it alive, and another one off the bar. This time tipped onto it by Gardner from a fierce Jordan Lowe effort. What a start to the second half this has been for Unity. That Rivers goal living a charmed life to start the second half here. That was two absolutely tremendous strikes from Badger and Lowe. Is it now with the corners? Another good delivery right on top of Gardner, who has to fly through the air to collect that one before Adam Hajeki can get his head to it. Rivers living dangerously there with some sloppy play at the back, but the captain Rinaldi back mopping up the loose ball. Now Rivers will bring it out. DeAndrea chips that up to Hooper. Those two, probably the best connection from Rivers through the first 45 minutes. Rivers' best chance coming with a chance for Woodruff Brown in front of goal. He just couldn't turn it in past David Hicks as he slid in to meet the ball at the near post. Unity just holding this narrow 1-goal lead, and the addition of Justin Wallace up front for Rivers will certainly give them some offensive spark. He spoke about the veteran presence. He's also a prolific goal scorer over the years wherever he's played, whether it's been in college game, whether it's been in VMSL. He's a Kamloops native and very key player for SFU in their big run under Alan Koch to the NCAA 2 Final Four back in 2012. Made a switch for his senior year to UBC as well, where he banged in a couple of goals. Rinaldi gets his big boot up, brought down well by Hajeki. He chips that forward. Hooper gets his head in the way, can only direct it into touch though. Shambusho does so well at holding up the ball. Still baffles me how Victory Shambusho has not had a look in the CPL over the last couple of years. Shambusho 26 now, but you feel could certainly still do a job for a number of CPL teams that are struggling to find goal scorers at the moment. Valor and Halifax, two teams that immediately spring to mind in that regard. Shambusho's career, of course, has been blighted by injuries, which has maybe held him back a little bit. No, Vancouver FC had taken a look at him and felt that last year was a key year to see how he could perform in League One. 7 goals he got last year, kept himself injury free, but still did not get that call. Does a lot of coaching out in the Chilliwack area now as well. Is it chests it in, gets the return pass here, and as it's got room ahead of him here to try and get something going if he can keep it in. He does keep it in. He's got DeSantis in front of him. DeSantis gets a foot on that, takes a little bit of the sting out of that, but Unity keeping it alive. Shambusho, is it? Lovely little cheeky back heel there from Patti, is it? Unity moving the ball around well on the edge of the Rivers box. It's chipped in by Hajeki. Shambusho can't bring that one down, and DeSantis, as he has so many times this afternoon, getting the decisive boot in to clear the danger. He's definitely been the Rivers player of the game through the first 50 minutes here. Hooper now. He's got DeAndrea up the wing if he wants to find him. He does. Looks for the return pass. DeAndrea instead plays it into the middle, looking to try and get that onto the big head of Woodruff Brown. Not that he's got a big head. He's got a tall body, which puts his head up there, is more what I'm meaning. As that one there goes against Rivers, a foul given against Ronaldo. Rivers not too happy with that one. Remember, if you want to get in touch with us during the broadcast, you can do so on the YouTube stream. Just leave a message in the YouTube chat, as many of you have done over the course of the afternoon. Or you can also get in touch with me on Twitter at AFTN Canada. Or I guess X, I should call it. DeSantis now chips that back out to the left wing to Hooper. Has a little bit of room here, but he's closed down quickly. Still Hooper. I think I was going to say the best he could have done there was get a corner, which I thought he'd got, but last touch came off the Rivers winger, and that's going to be a goal kick coming up for the home side. Rain has gone off now, pleased to say. Not that it's going to help these Sodden players that much, or the wet pitch. That's the way Woodruff Brown tries to get the shot, and it's blocked by Savan. Rivers get it back, edge of the box now to Jameau. And Tristan Jameau bundled to the ground there, and that's going to bring up a free kick from a dangerous position, about 20 yards out here for Rivers. Jameau, the only player on the Rivers side to register an assist so far this season.
Get your craft brews, and our brew zone in the Coca-Cola fan deck is fast approaching. When the score clock timer hits 15-minute mark of the second half, the brew zone closes.
And it's the South Korean Hagen Kim standing over this. We know he has got a sweet strike on him. Ronaldo standing over the ball as well, but we feel it's going to be Kim that takes this one. Hicks lining up a 4-man wall. Kim, Rivers' only goal scorer this season, steps up with this free kick. Doesn't hit that well, straight into the wall and comes straight back to him. It's chipped in, and at least Rivers still keep the danger alive. They're happy to let that run out for a throw in there, but another wasted set piece opportunity there from Rivers, and that's going to be driving John Antelov crazy in the Rivers bench. Little give and go, Jameau DeSantis. Jameau sends that into the back of the box. No one there though. Hooper jumping, trying to close that down. Rivers do get it back though. DeAndrea, nice first time delivery. Headed clear though by Hajeki. Only as far as Kim. Little touch inside. Comes now to Jameau. He thought about the shot, didn't have the room. Rivers still have it. Hooper plays the low one in. It's well read by Seal, and now it's a chance for Unity to get something going. That in turn, well read by Ian Ferguson. Rivers still very much in this game. 1-goal game, and they're pushing hard in the second half. They're enjoying their best spell of pressure that they've had in the entire game so far. And they're going to get another throw in on the far side. Wallace inside, little give and go attempt there with the chip from his fellow sub Jumeau. Jumeau gets it back. Wallace. Rinaldi's got room for the shot here, thinks better off it, plays it out instead to Kim. Not a great delivery from Kim, straight at Hicks, and that's easily dealt with by the Unity keeper. DeSantis, that's a loose one by him. In here is Joey Sale. Sale avoids the tackle, goes for the shot, and it's tipped past by Jackson Gardner. Another huge save there by Jackson Gardner. And that's a rare loose giveaway and a loose pass there by DeSantis. Joey Sale did so well, though, to cut inside from the stretch and tackle to make room for the shot, but Gardner, once again, getting down very well to his right to turn that one away. But it does bring up another Unity corner. Jackson out again to punch this one away, and this time Wallace helps it up the field. Rinaldi, can he keep this in? He can, and it's going to bring up a throw in here for Rivers. DeSantis had recovered so well from that giveaway with that tackle, but Joey Sale's going to watch that one back and feels he should have put Unity 2-0 up there. Jackson Gardner has been standing so tall for Rivers this afternoon. I mentioned that DeSantis was probably my Rivers player of the game. I mean, he's got very close contention there with Gardner, who may have just pushed himself ahead in the last couple of minutes. Unity's certainly been very much a team effort just now, but one of their most dangerous players trying to bring the ball down there, Joel Badger. And this is a chance here for Woodruff Brown. Hicks off his line early. It's an empty goal. Can Hooper get this in? He goes low. And Hicks brings it in with his feet, and that's a wasted opportunity there for Rivers. Hooper had to send that high towards the goal there, decided to go low instead, and Hicks easily recovers. Mike Sheeran, subs warming up just now. No subs warming up for Rivers, so John Antelov may be happy with what he's seeing from his team to start the second half. They've definitely been livelier to start this second half. DeSantis all over, is it there? Fairly felt the referee. And Rivers will come away with it. DeAndrea. Hooper outside, decides to go into the box. Under the head of Woodruff Brown. And Woodruff Brown gets his head to it off the ground. And that had Hicks scrambling. He ran into his post there, but Woodruff Brown needed to do better there. That was a pinpoint delivery from Marcus DeAndrea. But once again, Rivers knocking at the door. Just can't find the way through right now, but they are getting closer and closer. And you feel the equaliser could be coming here from the Kamloops side. Woodruff Brown rose so well to meet that. If anything, he got actually above the ball on his header and just couldn't direct it goalwards, could only direct it into the ground. And although it had Hicks scrambling, the Unity keeper easily dealt with that one in the end. But this will encourage John Antelov. They've shown some good attacking spark here that's been lacking from some of their matches so far this year. Unity, of course, still dangerous at the other end. And Shambusho wins that one back. Lowe tried to give that back to him, but under the pressure there, just got too much on that, and that's going to run behind for a Rivers goal kick. As the hour mark approaches, half an hour left for Rivers to try and get themselves back into this one. A point would be huge, giving them their 4th draw in the season. Unity looking for all 3 to move up the League One standings. As things currently stand, if Unity can hold on here, they will move up to 4th in the standings on 7 points. TSS, the Whitecaps and Altitude all sitting on 10 points just now. TSS do have a game in hand. And of course Unity head to Swangard to take TSS on Friday, and that's balls played through by Badger. Trying to play in Jordan Lowe. Big defensive boot again from Rivers, this time coming from Ian Ferguson to clear the danger. If Unity do hold on here, that game on Friday is going to be an absolute belter of a match. The 2 teams have already met earlier this year. TSS coming away with a 2-0 victory here at Cloverdale. But Unity would head into that one knowing that a win would move them level on points with TSS, and would have 4 teams tied on 10. So if you're in the area on Friday, get along to Swangard for the Unity TSS games. That game will not be streamed. TSS not streaming their games this season. So the only way to see that one live is to head along to Swangard. The women go at 6, the men at 8:30. Badger does well to turn away from Jamo. Can't find his way past Rinaldi though. Is it plays this out to Badger? Is it looking for the return pass? Instead Badger plays it into a wide open Jordan Lowe in the box, and he can't direct his header on target and just pulls that one wide. Been so many close calls for both teams this afternoon. It's a 1-0 scoreline. It could easily be 5-4 to one of these teams. I hope you are enjoying this League One Game of the Week action wherever you're watching it, whether you're watching it live or on demand on the L1BC YouTube channel. L1BC would like to acknowledge the following league partners: CIBC, Gatorade, the Cruyff Institute, Derby Star, Macron, Vibrant Performance, the Canadian Premier League, One Soccer and BC Soccer. Shambusho now. The ball runs through to him at the back, tries to dance his way through, keeps holding the ball though, plays it back to Joey Sale. Shambusho now back out too low. He sends that one in. That's just got too much on it, and that's going to carry behind. Remember, you can check out the action all season long. Get stats, results, fixtures, goal scorers, everything you want on L1BC.ca, or download the League One Canada app from the Android or Google stores. Catch up with all the action across L1BC and League One Ontario. DeAndrea, another good delivery into the box. Hicks out to meet that when the ball falls to Rinaldi. Goes for goal. Rinaldi with a shot blocked by Savan. Hooper and DeSantis trying to pick up the loose ball. Instead, it's Unity that will bring this out. Shambusho comes away with it. He's got Hodut as an option out wide. Hodut now tearing up the right wing. Hodut, great delivery into the box, but just eludes Patrick Izzet there. And the action moving thick and fast from end to end here.
And it's last call for the Big Chip food truck. Pulling out in less than 10 minutes, serving up fresh cut fries and burgers, as well as donuts and deep fried Oreos.
Joe Badger just getting a little bit of treatment there, going down in that attack. He's been so good for Unity this afternoon. Second season in League One with Unity. Plays his college football with Douglas College. And here goes Badger again. Runs into the box. He's already won one penalty. Keeps holding the ball and almost puts that one past Jackson Gardner, who again is standing tall at the back there for Rivers. Badger did so well again there. Unity instead have to settle for a corner. Set into the edge of the box, headed clear by Wallace. It's going to be picked up by Badger, who's forced to go all the way back to Hicks. We're going to get a couple of Unity substitutions on Hicks under pressure there from Jumeau and just gets away with that one. He's a lucky lad there. Drawing gasps from the crowd as Jumeau nearly nicked that one away from him, but here comes Unity now. Is it? Gets the ball, goes for the shot, blocked by DeSantis. As it picks up the rebound. Now long effort there coming in from Devin Chesko. It's not going to trouble Gardner, and we'll get the two Unity substitutions now. And Joel Badger is going to be making way here after that little knock that he had, as is the man that just had the shot there, Devin Chesko.
Devin Chesko, and number 7, Joel Badger.
Coming on for Unity.
Daniel Hobson. And
number 16,
24,
Daniel Hobson.
Kyle.
And 24, Taliesin Kyle, coming on for Unity. Daniel Hobson, 18-year-old Surrey United BC SPL player. Surrey United, of course, have this partnership with Unity, and you're going to see the full fruitions of that in the seasons to come. They've worked very well together this season. A chance there for Woodruff Brown again, but can't direct that in on goal. But yeah, Surrey United, one of the premium youth clubs in BC, in the BC SPL. Hobson, one of their players that's come through. Also saw a lot of Daniel Hobson playing for BB5 in VMSL Premier this past season and impressed me. It certainly was playing way above what his age was. When I found out he was 18, I was very surprised at that. He definitely seems a top prospect. It'll be interesting to see how his career develops. He's on now for the last quarter of this match, as the match does move past the midway point in the second half. Taliesin Kyle, the number 24 that's come on for Unity as well, will look to get involved in the action. Defender that plays in the Fraser Valley Soccer League in the winter season with Microfooty. And Kyle has taken up that left wing back position that Joel Badger was having so much success from through the first part of this game. And here come Unity again, and it is Hobson. Little touch outside to Shambusho. Shambusho just can't find the space to get the cross in. Does finally get the cross in. Appeals for handball there, but officials having nothing off it, and that just runs into the arms of Jackson Gardner. Victor Lizzie in the chat says, we need a goal, Rivers. Victor, a big part of this Rivers ownership group as well. And maybe he will get some success here as Hooper's ball runs through to DeAndrea. Hooper's moved over to the right side now. Still linking up with DeAndrea. Wonder if John Anteloff has maybe seen a possibility for Hooper to go at young Taliesin Kyle that has come on. Quickly taken throw in here. Justin Wallace now. Tries to knock that one inside. Thought he'd won his side. Another throw in there, but that decision goes against him, and it's going to bring up the throw in for Unity. 2 subs made by both sides so far, but Unity about to make another double change at the next stoppage. As is it battling away with DeSantis, and there was a little shove in the back, but is it there? I thought he got away with it, but whistle does come in the end, and that is going to bring up a Rivers free kick. I thought it was going to bring up the substitutions as well, but the Unity subs not quite ready yet as we move into the last 20 minutes of action here this Soccer Sunday at Cloverdale Athletic Park. DeAndrea plays that up to Wallace. DeAndrea gets it back. He's sent some good deliveries in the ball into the box this afternoon. That wasn't one of them. Chipped forward there, but broken up by Unity. Rivers still keeping hold of it. They've had a lot of the play in this second half. Both teams have had chances to add to the scoreline. It's quite crazy. It's still just a 1-0 game, to be honest. But some good goalkeeping performances as well, partly playing a role in that. Unity waiting to make subs at the next change. We'll see who is going off for them. Just now, though, it's one of the subs, Daniel Hobson, who's getting the better of DeSantis. Still Hobson into the box. That's a great pass across the face of the goal. No takers there, though, for Unity. Shambushel picks it up. He's twisting, trying to get something to come off. Joey Sale knocks that forward, but knocks it out in the process. And now we will get the double substitution for Unity. Number 10, Grant Verhoeven coming on. Played last year with TSS Rovers. And he's had a good League 1BC campaign for his new side Unity so far. Making way is number 27, Kieran Eve.
Number 27, Kieran Eve. Entering number 22, Francis Powell.
And Francis Powell, the number 22, also coming on for Unity. And Patty Izzet's day is done. He's making way for that Grant Verhoeven sub. Francis Powell will certainly add a good spark to this Unity attack. The Coquitlam-born player, seen a lot of him play in League One with Unity, in Canada West with Trinity Western Spartans, and with Coquitlam Metroford in the VMSL. Provincial Cup winners, Coquitlam Metroford as well, booking their spot at Nationals in October, which is going to be here in Surrey. What will Powell add to this Unity attack? 4 subs made now by Mike Sheeran. Still just the 2 by John Antelov, and he's not warming any of his other subs up, so we'll see if he does go to his bench for the remainder of this game. Very close game to call. You'd be a brave man to put your money on who's going to walk away the points in this one. Savannah avoids the tackle off Hooper, sends that up to Hobson, to Kyle, who gets sent flying through the air by Ronaldo, who picks up a booking. Third booking of the afternoon for Rivers now. In the 75th minute, 15 minutes remaining of this one. and time added on. Shambusho now defending.
Rivers yellow card in the
Defending
75th
by
minute.
DeSantis, and
Number
here
12,
comes that again.
Jonathan
Shambusho at the
Rinaldi.
edge of the box, throws himself to the ground, and he wins himself a penalty there. That is a soft one for me. I'll need to say that back, but Victory Shambusho knew exactly what he was doing there, and Rivers can't believe that decision, and it's a third penalty this afternoon coming up for Unity. And despite their protestations, the referee's not going to be changing his mind here. They've got a case. That was not a penalty for me. Although I'll say it back in the stream and we'll see what we think. But Shambusho picks himself up and is looking to fire home his second penalty of the afternoon. Did seem to more fall over the defender there. But Shambusho now has the chance to double Unity's lead from the spot. Gardner's saved one penalty this afternoon, was sent the wrong way on the other, which was by Shambusho. Will we go for the same corner? It's saved again by Gardner. Two huge penalty saves this afternoon by Jackson Gardner. That one straight down the middle by Victory Shambusho. And you have to say that justice was served there from a Rivers point of view. Huge stop once again from Jackson Gardner, who has really done himself some good this afternoon. He did give away the first penalty, but he made up for it by saving it. And now a second penalty save, and Rivers still very much in this game. It's still a one-goal game. Here go Unity again. Into the box, it's cleared. Rivers getting a little bit penned in the last few minutes here. They want to try and bring the ball out. Now they've got a chance with Justin Wallace. He's looking to see what options he's got available. He's going to have to do a lot of this on his own. Woodruff Brown up ahead of him. He's forced to turn back. Hagan Kim had made the run to the back. No one picked it up. Kim's in acres of room at the edge of the box as well if they want to try and get the ball to him. And we know he's got a sweet foot on him. Kim now gets the ball. Little touch outside to DeSantis. There are bodies in the box now. To the back post, just overhit there by Elijah DeSantis, and that will run behind for a Unity goal kick. Rivers now still trying to get something going. One back though by Unity. Shambusho sprays that out wide. Hold it, just overruns that, and it just rebounds off him, and it's going to go behind for a Rivers goal kick. Jake B cheering on Rivers here in the YouTube chat. Delighted by Jackson Gardner's penalty save there. Here comes Justin Wallace. It's a nice little ball through for Jamo, and he just gets too much on that and hits that one over. Another great opportunity for Rivers to get themselves level here. Jamo, you can see the frustration on him, his head in his hands. And Rivers battling away, winning themselves a free kick. DeSantis bringing it forward now, and a little nudge in the back there, and Woodruff Brown's going to bring up another good set piece opportunity here for Rivers. Kim and Rinaldi standing over this once again. Three-man wall for Rivers. Kim stepping away this time, leaving it to the captain Rinaldi. Floats into the back of the box. It's well met there by Ferguson, but he can't get a clean header in. Lots of Unity bodies in the way there, and it's forcing Rivers all the way back here into the last 10 minutes now. DeSantis still up the field, trying to win that back. He's out of position now as the ball comes forward to Shambusho, but it's going to run through into the arms of Jackson Gardner. Now Lowe comes away with it. Kim plays it out to Hooper. In fact, it gets cut out instead by Taliesin Kyle. It's breakdown by Hobson. Rivers moving it around well, but Unity just seemed to be getting the vital foot in at the right moment. Hobson with the foul there, but Rivers quickly getting onto it. Forced back though, as time running out fast for the visitors here. They've been very good in this second half, and they've had a lot of opportunities to get back level, as have Unity. If you late in joining us, Unity crashed a couple off the crossbar in the first 2 minutes of the second half. That one just flicked on by Woodruff Brown, kept in by Jumeau. He's bundled over unceremoniously in the far side there by Noah Verhoeven. That's going to bring up another good free kick opportunity here. It's as good as a corner, this one. Tricky position to whip this in, but Rinaldi looks to be taking this one again. Kim also going over. It seems to be the two of them that Rivers favour with these set piece ones. Kim again, though, moving away. It's a two-man wall for Unity, as Rinaldi will look to curl this one in. A lot of bodies and traffic in front of David Hicks in the 6-yard area. Rinaldi chips it in high in the end, and it's off the head of Hajeki and clear. Only as far though as Kim evades the one challenge from Hobson. Floats this one in. Can't get brought down by Woodruff Brown. Now to Jumeau, just inside the box, trying to find room to get off the shot. Jumeau goes down in the box, and now goes down on the edge of the box, and they're still battling away, and Unity finally get this one clear, and Verhoeven's going to get a chance to bring this one forward. Verhoeven and Ferguson battling away, and the decision goes in the favour of Unity. That was a 50-50 one with me. I wasn't sure what way that one was going to go. As we're getting a Rivers substitution now. Haegon Kim making way for Rivers, replaced by his Korean countryman, Min-woo Kang.
Rivers substitution in the 85th minute. Entering the pitch is number 3, Min-woo Kang. Exiting number 2, Haegon Kim.
Into the last 5 minutes now. Seal. Big free kick into the box. Push in the back there though on DeSantis by Taliesin Kyle, and that's going to break up that play and give Rivers a chance to build something else here from the back. 4.5 minutes to go. What do Rivers have? Can they find the equaliser? They've certainly pushed hard to find it in this second half, but they're not going to find it with long balls forward like that from Ferguson. Hobson now turns away. Committed to go to SFU this coming college season, so he's looking to have a good League 1BC campaign. Wallace chips that forward to Jamo. Jamo gets away, but called back for the little foul on Mihai Hodu, and it's going to bring out the yellow card as well. I mean, yeah, he's kicked the ball away. He's hardly wasting time, though, when his side are trailing 1-0. It's not in his interest to be doing that. But again, letter of the law, you kick the ball away, it is meant to be a yellow card. Do sometimes feel a little bit more common sense in some decisions like that would be better served. He's only wasting his own time there. And a poor kick out there from Hicks. It's going to give Rivers the chance for a throw-in to get something else going. They are fast running out of time if they want to head back to Kamloops with a point from this one.
Rivers yellow
DeSantis bringing the ball forward now, looking to see who he can play it forward to. Just on to the head though of Mihai Hodu, and it's a chance now for Verhoeven to bring it out. Hobson. Misplay there by Hobson allows Rivers to get the ball back. Rinaldi, he has put in a great shift as captain for the Kamloops side this afternoon. Led by example out there. Another player that's done well for Rivers is DeAndre, and he tries to slot that one through to Jamo, but well read by Verhoeven. It's at this time of the game that we give our unofficial AFTN player of the game, and although he's on the losing side as of now, I'm going to give our player of the game to Jackson Gardner in the Rivers goal. 2 penalty saves, a string of other fantastic saves this afternoon. My Unity player of the game, I'm going to give to Joel Badger, who I thought had a fantastic showing. It's going to be 3 minutes, minimum of 3 minutes of time to get added on here. So Rivers have about 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes to try and find this elusive equaliser. Will Unity just be happy to sit back and defend this 1-goal lead that they've got? DeAndrea now look to try and send that forward. A good block there by Verhoeven. Now Unity win it back, but well read by Rinaldi. And that's a loose one from Jamo, picked up by Verhoeven. He'll just hold on to it, try and run some time down here. Gets the ball back from Seo. Verhoeven going up the wing, a little tug on him. Thought they were going to play advantage, but it's been called back. Unity will prefer that. Take some more time off the clock here. Joey Seal plays that one forward to Shimbusho. Rivers caught a little bit unaware. Shimbusho, though, just taking it to the corner flag and making Rivers try and win this one back, and they do win it back, and they just quickly get on with the throw-in. Woodruff Brown inside to Ronaldo. Into the final 3 minutes of stoppage time.
The official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
D'Andrea launches it into the box, onto the head of Woodruff Brown, just eludes the big striker, and anywhere will do right now for Unity as they just send this one up the pitch. Gardner out of his goal, sends it back into the Unity half. D'Andrea now tried to thread that through to Jumeau, but well read by Seal. Now Holdute's going to try and take this for a run. Mihai Holdute just dispossessed there, and Rivers just over 2 minutes left. Hicks off his line and does well to get to that. He had to make sure he got to that ball first ahead of Justin Wallace, and the veteran did just that. The Fraser Valley Cascades alumni, also assistant coach with the University of Fraser Valley Cascades. Didn't keep a clean sheet, I don't think, in the 2023 season. Haven't got that written down in my stats, so I must have checked that at some point when I was putting these together. But he's on for a clean sheet this afternoon. It would be Unity's first clean sheet of the season. Don't want to speak too soon and jinx it for them, though, as he sees this run through, goes down and runs some more. Seconds off the clock. Just over a minute remaining here. Hicks sends this high and deep into the Rivers half. Shimbusho does well to win that. He hasn't got a lot of options, so he's just going to turn back and take this into the corner, try and keep it down there for as much as possible. And Shimbusho still battling away. And wins this side a corner as well, and that's fantastic play by Victory Shimbusho. Into the last minute here, and it's looking good for 3 points for the Surrey side. Rivers not done yet, but won back well there by Seal. He's had a good afternoon as well for Surrey. Verhoeven dispossessed by Wallace. Is there time for one last chance here? 3 minutes are pretty much up here. Referee just playing it on. Gardner needs to get this launched forward. It's one last hurrah for Rivers. Woodruff Brown tries to flick that on. Appeals for a handball, not given. Savan just plays that up, and that's going to be the last action of this one. Unity come away with a 1-0 win. It's been a tale of 3 penalties. Jackson Gardner saving 2 of them, but the decisive goal coming in the 43rd minute. Victory Shimbusho firing home from the spot, and that was the difference between these two sides. Rivers battled hard and are going to feel that they should have got something from this game, but once again Rivers blanked for the 4th time this season. Only 1 goal. They need to sort out the scoring if they're going to climb the standings. Unity have climbed the standings. They're up to 4th now. The next League 1BC action, Swangard Stadium in Burnaby on Friday night as TSS Rovers host this Unity side. No stream for that one, so get out and support the sides. Women go at 6, men go at 8:30. I've been Michael McCall. Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. We'll be back with next week's Game of the Week from North Vancouver, I think, if I got my timers right, and that's going to be Altitude against Burnaby. So many games, it's had to keep track. If you want to give me a follow on Twitter, you can do so, AFTN Canada. Read all our League One coverage as well. We'll be having a roundup of the first 5 weeks of the season on aftn.ca. Until then, have a good remainder of your weekend. Thank you to everyone that took part in the YouTube chat, apart from one person who we did get banned, so apologies if you saw those unfortunate comments that he was leaving. But we'll be back with another Game of the Week soon.